right, we're going to move on to etching, and then we're going to do a resist as well. When you are etching, you can use anything that you have around you. One thing that you do have, I know, is a brush. Oops. It's leaving a little red line. Another thing that you could use are your nails, or maybe something at your place, like if you have a pencil or something. Basically what you're doing is you're carving into the paper without going through it. You don't want to go all the way through the paper because then you're causing a hole. But what you're going to do after you have etched into your paper is you're going to go and do a wet on wet method. So that means that we add the water and then get your pigment and add that on top. And what's going to happen is those etching marks are going to remain on your paper, and what's going to happen is the ink or the pigment is going to find its way into the etching grooves, and that will appear darker once it has dried. So this is etching, and sometimes artists will use that in their artwork. And then we're going to do a resist. A resist can be done with an oil pastel, wax, a candle, a crayon. It can be done with a lot of different mediums, but we're going to use the oil pastel. And here I'm using a white oil pastel, so to begin with, it's very hard to see. But once I have my oil pastel down, we're going to again go in and make a wet on wet method. So I'm adding my water on here and adding the pigment on top of that. Now, oil, wax, and water don't get along very well. So wherever the oil pastel is, the paint won't be able to go. So that's why we call it a resist. It resists the paint. Okay, I want you to give etching and a resist a try.